Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drew, and welcome to today's episode of GSD Daily. Today, I have already been out of the house, which is why I have my contacts in, because masks and glasses suck. So there's that. Basically, today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about customer segmentation. And for whether it's customer segmentation or prospect segmentation, what you will learn today is how to put the people who are your stakeholders, so your customers, your clients, your folks, the people who buy stuff and do business with you. You're going to learn how to put them into buckets. And the reason this is important is because if you are able to communicate exactly what they want when they want it, you're going to sell more stuff. That's just the nature of the beast, So if you're able to customize your message for them because they interacted with you in a certain way, or because they visited a blog post, or because they opened an email, then you're going to know how to sell to them better. And it might be that you have a couple types of people that are in the same vertical, but they're in different buckets within that vertical. So you might have, let's say you have some sort of a business development offer, and you have, 3 core groups of people inside that business development offer who buy from you. One of them is working moms. Other ones are busy new managers. And the third set is people who are looking to get into that role in business. So you have 3 different groups of people who are looking for different things from you in order to make that buying decision. And there's no real way of knowing what they want without them self-selecting. And that's where today's lesson really gets, kind of comes into play. So here, let me show my screen here. So basically, what I did was I went through and put together a segmentation survey funnel. So we use these a lot as ways to go from, when somebody like a great big tall, we use them to target a lot of people within a niche and then select down based on how they fill out a survey, based on what blog posts they're reading, based on what emails they open. So just walking you through it. So basically the segmentation survey, we have, here, let me go here. So you can build these as either a standalone or a confirmation page. And what I mean by that is you can drive traffic directly to the front side of this quiz. And the quiz itself is really designed to get somebody to get somebody to answer. So if you have 2 questions, 3 questions, 4 questions, that's fine. Anything more than that, they're probably not going to do it. And you also want them to be multiple choice, because when they're multiple choice, those choices can feed back into your CRM and then put them into different autoresponder sequences, put them with different tags, put them in different buckets. So the software can automate that marketing for you. You don't have to do it. And once you set this thing up and integrate them, you don't have to touch them. Basically, you set up a couple emails, and they just fire whenever somebody goes through this sequence or goes through this survey and just selects certain boxes. So now, like I said, it can be built standalone, can be built as a confirmation page. One of our favorite things to do is to build these as a confirmation. So somebody opts in for a lead magnet, then they take a survey on the confirmation page, which triggers a bunch of other actions. Because that early in the relationship, well, first of all, when somebody opts in for something, they are never, ever, ever more inclined to take you up on that action. They're never going to be more engaged than they are the second they are on that confirmation page. So we use that to our advantage. And a lot of times we have them fill out a survey, just a couple questions. And those couple questions then tell us how big their company is, tell us what they're interested in, tell us what they're building, what their offers are. And then we can put them in a bunch of other segments, based on that. So how this funnel really is built is question 1. The question 1 is a very, very generic yes or no question. The best way, the best kind of example is, are you male or female? Best question, because it's a simple yes or no. Male and female is simple, male, female, obviously. But another example could be, are you looking to grow your business? Yes, no. Are you looking to lose weight? Yes, no. Are you looking to have more energy? Yes, no. Are you looking to be more productive during your day? Yes, no. What it does is it starts like the yes ladder. Like it starts that psychological journey where they take an action. Actually, this is the second action they take, and if it's on a confirmation page. So they opted in, they hit a survey, they answered that simple question, but now they're bought into the product. They want to see where it goes. So we end up doing a question 2. So question 2 is in line with question 1. So if it's, are you male, female? Yes, male, female. And then question 2 might be, how much weight do you want to lose? Or how much, do you want to, how quickly do you want to grow your business? Or like question 2 is always a little bit tiny, it's a tiny bit more focused than question 1. You still want it to be multiple choice, but it's the question that basically gets their agreement in the process. Question 3, the next question, is the one we care about. Question 3 is like the question that sets up everything else. So, are you male, female? How much weight do you want to lose? Question 3 is going to be question 3 would be like, what kind of food habits have you tried in the past? Or what kind of diet, do you think is right for you? Or something like that. Like, because if they pick what kind of diet is right for them, then we can send marketing messages based on that. Or it could even be, how often do you exercise? So are you male, female? Do you want to lose weight? How much weight do you want to lose? Or how often do you exercise? Or how well do you eat? Or like, so that question, if you have 2 or 3 or 4 answers, then it can go in lots and lots of different directions. And then all of that marketing feeds back into that question. So if somebody wants to lose 0 to 10 pounds, their marketing is going to be drastically different than the person who wants to lose 30 to 50 pounds. Do you know what I mean? So they're both female or they're both male. They both want to lose weight, but the amount of weight that they want to lose means that it's going to be a longer process for them. They're going to need to more drastically change their habits. So it's just having this little scenario gives us all the information we need in order to sell them. Now, the last question 4, oftentimes this is a confirmation. This is a VSL usually, and it's what we try to do is we try to have a VSL, a video sales letter, sales message that says, thank you so much for filling out the survey. Your responses basically categorized you as a type R person or whatever, type C or whatever it ends up being. But what you want to do is you want to have different sales messages for the different responses. Now, question 1, question 2 doesn't really matter. That third question is pretty much how those responses are going to be driven. So how much weight do you want to lose? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 plus. So you would have 5 different variations of this sales presentation, and then you're selling it using the answer that they just provided to you. So it's ridiculously effective. If you do this, it will probably double your conversion on that VSL. And literally, it doesn't even have to be a different VSL. It can be the same VSL. But because we asked somebody the question, they will think that the message they are seeing is customized to them. We live in a very AI-driven society. So people love the fact that Facebook cultivates their feed for them. Whether they know it or not, they do. They assume that the things they see have been picked for them to a degree. So when somebody fills out a survey and they assume that the sales message they assume that they are seeing that because of what their response is. And that could be true and it could not be true. But we've tested it both ways, where somebody goes through a little funnel, a little survey like this, and then we show them a VSL, and it doesn't matter how they answer, their conversions go up twice. So it doubles the conversion of it by putting them through the survey first. So what does this help you do? Basically, we just go through challenge, cause a challenge. Yep. So all that stuff we talked about. So it lets you define your exact customer avatar. So you know exactly who you were targeting and the verticals, the niches within that main vertical. It lets you segment your email list so you can put people into buckets. You know what they're looking for and who they are more succinctly than just, I have 80,000 people on my email list. You get to run level matched retargeting. So this is kind of an advanced concept, but basically your retargeting can talk directly to them because of the sales video that they hit. So you can't necessarily inform retargeting from like a rule. You can, but it's not all that hard, or it's not all that easy. But depending on the VSL they hit, VSL 1, VSL 2, VSL 3, that is driven by the answer to their question, you're able to retarget that person knowing exactly who they are because of their answer. So not only are they getting email, they're also getting banner ads that talk to those same fears and desires and goals and all that other stuff. You're able to run cold ads more effectively. What the hell is smartly? Smartly is whatever. And you're also able to diversify your product line. So you're able to see what is working, who you're attracting, what they're doing, and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, you're able to convert more prospects into buyers. So truly, this kind of a survey segmentation process where you understand your buyers, you understand your customers, you're able to put them through a short little 3 or 4 question survey, is oftentimes the difference between qualifying a lot of people and selling a lot of people and selling nobody. So many of the there's a lot of businesses that we end up working with. They have a few number of offers, and it's like digital products and software, software offers and stuff like that. You can think of like a SaaS company. So software generally is built to solve one problem. So, any minimum viable product software offer is built to solve one problem. That one problem generally manifests itself in lots of different individuals, lots of different people, lots of, business owners, executives, professionals, whatever. So it's helpful segmenting down so we know exactly who is coming in, because the software doesn't change. Like, it's not like we can go to, a $25 million company and change the software, to better reflect the people who are attracted to it. The marketing has to change. The marketing has to be customized to the individual who is reading and who is being marketed to, who we're trying to market them, obviously into the software. What this does is it lets us go figure out exactly who is reading, who is coming to us, who is coming in, so that we can basically build the marketing material, build different front ends for that same offer. So the offer always looks different. It isn't different, but it looks different. You know what I mean? So it might be advertorials, it might be blog posts, it might be different webinars for different groups of people. It might be different, sales videos for different groups of people. There's lots of ways that you can play it, but when you have this kind of information in your CRM, you can literally just run a report and say, all right, we got 22,000 people who are looking at our software solution because they think it's going to automate their video sequences or something. I don't know. So that is why this is powerful. That's why this is powerful stuff. Now, let's see. Oh, this is a good question. So we got a question here. Odd question in regards to landing VSLs. How long in general should they be? So we have been doing landing page. So for the sales videos for paid offers, we generally do the VSLs are generally about 4 or 5 minutes. So we usually don't go too much longer than six or so minutes for anything under like $100. anymore, you need long page sales copy in order to effectively sell that thing. So I'm just going to open up another browser here. I'm going to show you what I'm thinking. So this process, I'm going to stop sharing this screen. I'm going to remove that guy. Then I'm going to go here. All right. Okay, now you can see the screen. So if we go to Funnel Factor book here, so this process right here is what has been working super well, super well. We've tested a lot of different sales, a lot of different like sales video styles. We've done some full motion stuff. You've seen more full motion stuff from me. We've done some VSL kind of stuff, but this sales process, like this sales video, I think is only like 2 minutes long. And then we have a copy of the book, and then we have download your copy, and then we have some stuff down below. But single sales videos don't work as well as they used to anymore. Like when you just have like a headline and a video and a button below. Like now, every offer has to have a video on it, just because we're in a very like ADD society because of Facebook, and we're very used to watching video and everything. So you need to have video for the people who want to see video, but you need to have text as well. So you need to be able to let somebody whip through it. And the reason is, like so there's a piece of software that we like to use. One of them is Hotjar, and another one is Inspectlet. So Hotjar and Inspectlet has one purpose, and the purpose is basically to record screen shares of what people are doing on your website, which is really cool. You can see how they're interacting with your sales pages. Hotjar has a bunch of functionality, but it also does this too. It'll record your user's screen. So what happens is when you're watching the screen recording, when there's a text-based page, what they're doing is they're starting here, they're reading up top, the video is playing in the background usually, and then they go here, they just go, and they continue going up and down the page. This page is a little short in comparison to some of them, but they continue going up and down the page, and then they end up hitting add to cart. So, but the video itself, about 4 minutes. So if it's under $100, if it's over $100, then it's going to have to be a longer video, or we'll have to do multiple videos, or if it's over $1,000, you got to do a webinar. So, awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for asking the question. I appreciate it. I think that's about it for today. So we talked about survey segmentation. We talked about some landing pages. If there is anything anybody needs, just go to doneforyou.com/start and fill out the little application, and we'll set up an action plan call with my team, and we'll go through, look at your traffic, look at your conversion process, look at your sales funnels, all that stuff, and put together a plan for you. And if you have any questions at all, just go to doneforyou.com. Down in the lower right-hand corner of, I think, every page, there's a little chat box. So just enter your question here or go through the little option, and we'll go from there. So I will talk to you soon, right? Thanks.